Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome. How's it
Hi.
going? I definitely had no technical issues or difficulties at all.
I mean, of course you didn't, because I'm the only one who has technical difficulties on this show, as we've established.
As established. All right. I had no idea where we were. I had fully forgotten. Am I?
You just beat a big guy.
I beat a big guy. Right. I couldn't
And you
remember
can run
whether
now.
I had to beat a boss or I just beaten a boss. Um.
Watching stream while I write yet another cover letter as I apply for every bookkeeping job ever. Eliath, you have arrived immediately. Good.
Welcome.
Nice. We're a little late, so you're actually like directly on time.
You sure are.
Bookkeeping job. That's fascinating.
Well, that's what you've been doing in school, Fen. Is bookkeeping
Yeah.
stuff. So
All of this school is towards bookkeeping. What is bookkeeping? Like, I feel like bookkeeping is so broad.
So my understanding of bookkeeping is so you work for the Mafia, right? And then
If anyone was going to work for the Mafia, it would be Fen.
People bet on horses, and then you go and you get big guys to break their kneecaps if they don't pay you back.
Yes.
That's why
Okay,
they're
great.
called
That
bookies.
explains everything.
Okay, time to remember how to play the game. Jesus, not like this.
Maybe you just love books. Yeah, bookkeeping sounds sexy as hell. Ilias, you so are right. Books are great. Have you been reading any good books lately? I guess Bree and or anyone. I know that's not what bookkeeping is, but now I'm thinking about books.
I have not been reading much in my neck of the woods, I will say. Mostly because, I don't know, reading, when you do a degree in reading, reading just becomes kind of not the same.
Yeah, that's fair.
It just kind of becomes not fun anymore, which is unfortunate. Sorry, something in my eye.
Oh no.
My contact lens got fucked up.
Oh. You're making contact with the lens.
There we go, that's fine.
I've been reading some Radical Element for my YA Lit class. Radical Element.
I've never heard of that.
I'm
What
looking
is
that
that?
up. I will read unless it's so funny. I looked up Radical Element and the first thing is Radical Chemistry on Wikipedia. The Radical Element by Jessica Spotswood, I'm assuming, is the one. It's an anthology on revolution and resistance, a sisterhood of YA writers shining a light on a century and a half of heroines on the margins and in the intersections. That sounds sick.
That sounds awesome.
Okay, so every friggin' transaction an org or company makes has to be logged, and if you have like a GST number, you need to track that, and also payroll for employees and file tax remittance and reconcile your books with bank and credit card statements and close the books of all those transactions at the end of the year. Bookkeeping is a lot of things.
So it's basically
I'm
what I
glad
said about
asked.
the horses.
Yeah, it's exactly what you said about the horses.
Uh-oh. Why is your audio
Bookkeeping
getting
is
fucked
the
up
most,
again?
like
Hey,
real adult
that's
job.
unfortunate.
Is my audio getting fucked up?
Your audio's
It's
getting
a
fucked up
decent
again.
short story collection that's all feminist historical fiction. Oh god, it's accounting. That's so much less sexy. Can people hear me? Or am I fucked up for just Bree or fucked up for everybody?
It was probably fucked up for everybody, but it should be fixed now.
Oh, okay, sick. That was fast.
Nope, never mind. Happening at... Okay. Hey, just keep talking and let's see if it's just for me.
Great. Yeah, alright. Is it just for you? Bree actually just doesn't want to
Does Claire sound
Bree's
insane right now, or does she sound normal?
Apparently I sound fine. I think...
That is
normal.
so weird. This is the weirdest possible error I could be having right now.
I'm so normal.
Huh. Why? I wish to understand.
Can you hear me and it sounds bad? Like unlistenable or
For
like
me,
what?
yes. For them, apparently not.
Great. I mean, I knew you were both lesbians, but I didn't know you were fucked up for Bree. That's so funny. That took me way too long to get. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Accounting is somehow different than bookkeeping and can get degrees in it. Bookkeeping is like the busy work. It's more busy work than accounting? That sounds wild.
That is wild. I'm trying to find a way to get to a specific secret spot. And I'm wondering if it's just
Ooh.
I straight up do not have what I need to get there. Is it way lower pay?
Ooh, good question. I've been reading Those Beyond the Wall by Micaiah Johnson, which is the second in a series that the first one was called The Space Between Worlds. Highly recommend it. Oh.
Yeah.
As I throw my mic away, I'm like so excited about that. Would recommend. That's like I have mod powers. I can just paste this. There we go. What else am I reading? I feel like there was another one that I was reading. Oh, Bree, if you haven't read name fully escaping me as soon as I tried to think of it. Oh, Crypt Space Time. It's like a lot to read, but it's great.
I've heard a little bit about it before, but I don't know if I've actually read it myself. I've definitely heard of it.
It's
Sounds
like
cool.
It's heavy. It's about being disabled in academia. So like, you know, expect
So
topics.
it's like light work, no reaction, easy
It's
peasy.
like, yeah, no, it's like a fun little read. It's a fun little quick read. Yeah,
That was weird. Hey, did I just stand stock still, or did I crash there for a second?
I think it froze.
Oh,
for a
I see what
second,
happened.
for me. Okay. Bree, it's so funny that you joked about working for the mob, because I knew someone who did books for a criminal organization as a teenager who had time to kill at her dad's, quote, office, and went to a private school that had a heavy emphasis on math.
That's so funny.
And says, is it way lower pay? It is, but it's more than most jobs I've ever had, so thumbs up. Fair. Ben. Those are the types of connections you foster just in case you ever need them. Damn, Elias, real. Just in case.
It's fascinating how easy these flowers things are to deal with, unless you have any other enemy fucking with you, in which case they become deeply annoying. Like if it's just them, they're so easy.
Yeah.
But if if there's anything else, this feels like I'm not supposed to be here.
A little bit of a clipping issue, I see.
Well, I'm trying to just figure out what the hell is, how the hell you get to a secret. And
Yeah,
so far, I'm not having success. But I am remembering how to play, which I think is important.
That's pretty important. I would say that's probably number one. Probably?
It's over on that side. It's over on that side. So how do I get over to that side?
I
Now,
actually
there's the
like
question.
fully
How do I get over
wasn't
to that
watching,
beach?
so I don't know where you're trying to go.
I'm trying
Are
to
you
get
trying
over
to
to
go to
that
the
beach
beach?
over there. You see the beach?
Hmm.
See over there? That
Can
beach?
you go up here? Like up
Maybe.
and around? I think you came from this. Oh no, you didn't, because there are enemies here. Oh, I've been reading more comics again. Ooh, what comics? I love a good comic.
I see. This is not a secret. This is the path you're supposed to take.
I think this is the path you came from.
No, there's a thing that's not activated yet.
Oh my god, you are. Whoa.
I want freedom from all of this hell.
I want freedom. Oh god. Once this guy is dead, maybe you can break the box. Maybe you were already planning to do that. Nice, nice.
There's a secret.
Hell yeah.
Alright, where do I go from here, though?
Great question. I feel like I've been reading another thing, but Oh well. Mostly I've been working on my game.
Bree will learn how to track every enemy into an area. No, I will not.
Bree, I have some great news for you.
Yeah?
Cam has said that she will come and help when you play Dark Souls 2 because
I appreciate it.
Apparently so mean. Like, I learned of a mechanic you're going to absolutely despise.
Oh, I can't wait. I love hating things and suffering.
I don't want to tell you it because I just want you to realize what's happening and be like, that's bullshit. And I'll be like, Bree, you're 100% right. Welcome to Dark Souls 2.
God damn it.
I finally got my...
How the fuck do I do this? Can I fix your audio for me? Is there some way I can do this consistently?
Absolute Batman and Absolute Superman, as well as Batman The Long Halloween. I've been reading... Is that how you spell pirouette? And a 1970s guidebook to Vancouver Island. A 1970s guidebook to Vancouver Island. Fascinating. Why? I'm sure there's a lot of, like, interesting things in there. But, like, what drew you to that? Why 1970? Is it just, like, what you had on hand? Did you seek this out? I have so many questions.
Well, everyone has their favorites, you know. A 1970s guidebook to Vancouver Island. Poirot. It's Poirot. Yeah, I know you don't respect the French, and so you refuse to pronounce French words correctly, which is super fair and valid. But I figured I'd just, like, in case other people were curious, you know, like how it's supposed to be pronounced, I figured I'd just mention it.
Yeah, literally everybody. I guess Elias didn't say how to say it, but I feel like Elias was 2 seconds away from... he's from Belgium? Okay, so not French.
Yeah, but Poirot is a French name, though. You understand? Belgians speak French.
Belgian people can't have French names, Bree.
Belgian people speak French! Oh, but the joke is that he constantly talks about being Belgian, not French. Sure. Yes, I remember the jokes. Now I'm remembering watching Poirot movies and remembering the reference you're making.
Yes, that's the joke.
No, I don't do those. I don't do jokes. I don't support them.
We don't do jokes down here.
I love that they made it so I could just fuck with this guy. It's really funny.
You gotta count your wins. You're really good with those baseball maneuvers now.
I'm one of the world's greatest baseball players.
You're really the most pirate of the baseballers.
Or am I the most baseballer of the pirates, Claire?
That's true.
Discuss.
That's true. Were there any pirates in Blaseball?
Probably. I think there must have been. Man, Blaseball was so good.
Comedy is dead and killed by the woke mob, LMAO.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
I don't do comedy because I'm woke. Hey, fuck off! Fuck off, asshole!
Damn. You're getting your shit right.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna restart.
Okay.
That was rough. Alright, do I remember how to play? Maybe. I was very confident that I remembered how to play, and then I did not, in fact, remember how to play.
You know it's all about those waves of knowing how to play and getting rocked.
Get your shit rocked.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you didn't do comedy because then you gotta be funny.
Fuck off! Who's this troll? Can we ban this person?
Yeah, ban. No.
Can you ban Skylover 10?
I
don't
realize
know who
no
that
one
is.
in the chat is a mod, so no one can actually ban. But I was like, wait. Is Finn a mod? No.
Love you, babe. Thanks.
The guidebook was a gift, and it's super interestingly written by someone who spent their childhood summers on a small island in the region, and then went back as an adult to write the book. That is a fascinating, like,
That is super fascinating.
I guess, framing.
Yeah.
Angle. Huh.
That is super fascinating. I do understand this impulse, I will say. One of the books that my grandpa offered to us that we absolutely accepted was his, like, 1980s birdwatching in Vancouver book, or whatever.
Oh, hell yeah. No, that makes sense.
It's fascinating to see the differences, you know? To be like, what did they think?
Like, are the birds different?
Some of the names are different, yeah. Some of the classifications, absolutely.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That makes sense. I guess that's 46 years ago.
Did you hear about how they're changing the names of, like, a bunch of birds? Did you hear about this? So,
no. Is this a thing most people know, or just birders?
Would be a thing that's very known to birders and probably not known to anyone else. Jesus Christ. I should have healed. So, birds. There's a lot of birds that are named after people. And a lot of those people are colonizers.
Rip.
And...
Are we going to have less tits and cocks? That's a great
No,
question.
tits and cocks, don't worry. They're not changing the names tit or cock. What they're changing is, like... So, there's a bird called a Swainson's thrush, so they're not going to be called that anymore because Swainson was a guy. It's a person. Similar with the Stellar's Jay, it's named after someone named Stellar, so it will no longer be the Stellar's Jay. Any bird...
Stellar's Jay is a really good name, even though I'm sure the person sucked.
It doesn't even have to be that the person sucked is the thing that they're doing that's great. They're in an effort to make it so it's not like a whole politicized issue. They're just doing it blanket. Any bird that is named after a person is no longer going to be named after a person. That is just the new standard.
Fascinating. Birds aren't people.
Well,
this
it's just
in.
like...
You heard it here first.
Well, it's like, do you want to go through and litigate every single one? Or do you want to just do a blanket one thing? Yeah, Anna's hummingbird, etc. Yeah, it's all changing. Yeah, no more.
Anna's hummingbird is such like a if someone was like, oh yeah, that's Anna's hummingbird, I'd be like, who the fuck is Anna?
Yeah, totally.
I would not understand that's what it was called.
Yeah. Fun fact.
Why did Anna let their hummingbird out?
Yeah, exactly. Fun fact, Anna's hummingbird won like a poll somewhat recently that was like about like what's the best BC bird, which I have beef with because it's an invasive species. So I don't think you should have an invasive species win something like that. It was like not super recently, but I'm still mad about it. They aren't even native. We have a native hummingbird. The Rufus hummingbird.
Birders are here. I love this. I didn't know the Stellar J was Stellar's J. I thought it was a reference to the night sky given the bird's coloring. Yeah, that's kind of... I mean,
I think it should be
so
like...
real. I've never given the Stellar's J a single thought in my life until this conversation, but as of this conversation,
it's pretty messed up of you, Claire. They're basically the best bird ever. They're actually one of my favorite birds, if not my favorite bird. I love Stellar's
Sure.
Jays.
Almost certainly you've talked to me about the Stellar's J.
Well, I did have a great name on what they should now be called.
Okay.
Because they're sort of like this dark blue color, right? So my brilliant idea was that they should be called the Bluer Jay.
The Bluer Jay. I thought you were gonna say Cobalt Jay.
No, Cobalt Jay goes hard, honestly. They should do that. But I was gonna go with Bluer Jay because I think
Bluer
that's
Jay's
really
very
funny. And also, then we can get at all those, you know, East Canada people with their Blue Jays. Fuckers.
Oh yeah, you have the Blue Jay? Well,
we got the Bluer Jay, motherfucker! That shit's kind of blue-gray anyway, honestly. And look at ours. Half of what I know about birds comes from wingspan. That's all you need to know. Sorry? Oh, they make such a horrendous sound? They make the best sound. I hear Stellar's Jay and I'm like, that's my boy. That's my boy. Yes, he's terrifying and awful. I love him. And I support him.
Look at the painting of Garroge Stellar on their wiki page. He looks like Elizabeth Swann from Pirates of the Caribbean.
I'm so excited. Can we get a... Can you send a link to either Claire or I so we can post that in the chat? Because I would love to see
I'm gonna try and find it.
Yeah, please do.
Oh, you know what? I actually just went to I guess George with no E's Wikipedia page instead of the bird's Wikipedia page, so I can. Oh, and I have the link. Okay, yeah, that is the image that I'm seeing. So let me.
Fuck, I want to just jump down there so bad. Please, can they just let me jump down there?
To suck. Wow, that link sucks. Is this link less bad? That link is not less bad. Okay, this link looks sketchy. Don't worry, it's not. It looks sketchy as fuck. It's not. Also, Pirates of the Caribbean was definitely bisexual awakening for me as a child. Will and Elizabeth both.
Wow, he really does. That's
Totally.
This is like, that's an 18th century femboy right there, if ever I've seen one. Yeah. Shoutouts to Pirates of the Caribbean. I will admit, despite being a lesbian, I did think Will was hot.
Yeah. I feel like Pirates of the Caribbean was our generation's Hades.
Say more.
Everybody was hot and bisexual dream.
So true.
Yeah, the generational bisexual awakening movies. The Mummy? I'll hear you. You know what? You're right.
This is people are 100%. Oh, Jesus
Sorry.
fucking Christ.
I know I'm the weird one, because whenever I think of the Mummy, and this exact conversation has come up before, and I've had the exact same reaction, all I think of is the mummy, the sand mummy, opening its gaping maw and, like, bugs flying out, so whenever someone's like, yeah, the mummy was bisexual awakening, I'm like, was it the bugs?
Yes, absolutely had to have been.
I think Hades is our gen's Hades. So true.
No, Ash, you have to remember, Claire's old as shit. Like, she's ancient.
God, I always forget I'm older than you.
Claire's ancient. She's so old, it's unbelievable. You would not believe how old she is.
I mean, Monster Clickers Unite, yeah, sure.
I mean, in Pirates of the Caribbean as well, I do know a not insignificant portion of people who think Davy Jones is deeply hot.
Of course. Of course. I knew as soon as you started that, I was like, are you gonna say fucking Davy Jones? Yeah, alright.
I'm like, come on, guys. And then I think, like, what if he was a woman? And I'm like, no, okay, I get it. 100% get it. 100% get it. I'm on board. So this is the thing, is, like, I can have all my qualms however I like.
Davy Jones is so ugly in his human form. He has a human form?
He's a human form? They showed it in, like, a flashback or something?
I need to find this. Davy Jones, Pirate of the Caribbean Wiki. Oh, wait, no. Oh. He just looks like the villain pirate from the first movie. Human Sona.
Yeah.
I guess a little different. Yeah.
He needs the tentacles.
He needs the tentacles. A sentence often said.
Yeah. Though probably not as often said, unfortunately, as she needs the tentacles. Just if we're basing, like, if we're just considering, like, hentai porn or whatever.
Sure. I will say, just looking at images of Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean, God, what a movie. Like, there's so much around it that, like, you know, there are problems. The first time you see Davy Jones on screen is a fucking, like, it goes so hard.
Yeah, it really does.
Because it's like a big reveal, right? Because he's like slowly walking up and you don't see his face. You see like the back of him. And this is like my knowledge from like, I don't know, a decade ago, so maybe I'm forgetting. But I feel like this is true. They do the movie good. Yeah. Put some respect on Barbossa's name. He's also ugly.
Jeffrey Rush ugly? Yeah, he kind of is. But again, unfortunately, I am... Jesus, I got nailed so many times there. That was unbelievably bad.
Damn. Hate when you get... No, never mind.
I'll kill you. After I'm done dying here, I'll kill you. I'd have so much money to spend on shit. Because I'm
so
getting killed
for
so
you.
many times.
Damn, it turns out death is good, actually.
Uh-huh.
I'm just thinking about how popular Rush would be in the gay scene now. Rush, like...
Jeffrey Rush?
Why am I... Let's see.
Jeffrey Rush, the guy who plays Barbosa.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Wow, he is old now. That makes me feel like
Feel ancient like you are?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He portrayed Albert Einstein in 2017. Wild.
Well, and Albert Einstein was old for his whole life, so that makes sense.
That's true. Albert Einstein has never been young.
He was old from the first moment, like, he was born. He was born sort of with the, like, Benjamin Button thing, except he never got younger.
I was gonna say the Benjamin Button, yeah. Oh, God.
Fuck!
Damn.
Man, I'm getting my shit rocked. A little bit. I need to remember how to play this game. This is also a very long, one.
Very long, like, stretch. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Einstein has always just been the poster they sell at university fairs and the one with his cap showing off. Yeah.
Exactly.
Risque.
Yeah, exactly. The two variants of Albert Einstein, old and slutty.
Old and slutty and Mary's cousin.
Well, you know, that is, you know, slut behavior, I guess.
That's true, it does fall into that category, yeah. I mean, not, you know... Is it... not every slut sleeps with their cousin, but if you sleep with your cousin, are you a slut?
Discuss these important questions. What about failed math in 3rd grade? That's so true. He did fail math in 3rd grade.
Pirates 2 is perfect except for one major flaw. The bulk of the first act is just a racist escapade with nothing to do with the main plot involving Jones and Beckett. They just decide to dedicate 30-ish minutes of the film to portraying cannibalistic and single-mindedly stupid native Caribbeaners. That took a while to type. The convo moved on. LMAO. Totally. You know what? I remember that part, and it was a choice.
I do hate that scene
that was
immensely.
Truly just the first 30 minutes. Yeah.
Problem is,
to
there's
me,
a
that
specific...
felt so much longer.
Jesus Christ, I'm fucking up. Ah, fuck. Ugh. That was stupid of me. I think part of the frustrating thing about that is if you get hit by the guy in the middle, you lose 2 because he knocks you into the water.
Yeah.
Still
Fully don't remember anything about the first movie, to be honest. And fair enough. The only 2 worth, I think, like, watching at all are the first 2. And, like, as Elias
Third
pointed
one's
out,
phenomenal.
the second one...
You're wrong. Third one is phenomenal. The third Pirates movie is incredible. It's so good.
Which one is the third one?
The one where Elizabeth Swann becomes the Pirate Queen?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, the Pirate King, specifically? I mean, there's parts of all of these movies that are racist. I'm not gonna say they're all, like,
deeply flawed.
Deeply flawed, especially with Johnny Depp and all of that shit. Like, they are all racist movies. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
And they're using these tropes in ways that are shitty. And so, are they great? No.
It feels very similar in energy to James Bond insofar as, like, there are deep, deep, deep flaws with the franchise, and also it is a power fantasy that if you are going in purely for entertainment and like not really analyzing, which I know Bree you're incapable of doing, and I'm not saying that's bad, but you know you can have a good time with them if you're say a 12-year-old in the
I do
year
think there's like a
2000.
fundamental difference though between Pirates of the Caribbean and James Bond, which is that Pirates of the Caribbean has Elizabeth Swann and James Bond does not, to my knowledge, really have women who are people characters who are women and also people. Oh, Jesus.
Apparently there's I mean I haven't seen all the movies, but my father is obsessed with James Bond and will go on hour-long rants about the whole series. Apparently there was a stretch of time where James Bond, in my father's words, became politically correct, and the you know I think they gave the women more agency, and it was like
It ruined it for him.
maybe that's incorrect though. Like it could just be they were in my
You have to
father's
remember-
words politically correct and also bad with sexism.
You have to remember that when you're talking to a white guy who, like, and look at their generation, his vision of becoming politically correct, he's so off base with what's true in real.
Yeah, the way he describes those movies, I'm like, oh, I kind of want to watch those movies.
I mean, I'm
That actually
interested
sounds
in.
more interesting.
Jesus Christ.
First one is the best one. The only thing I remember about the later ones are Pirate King Elizabeth Swanheart. The third is worth a watch, but it's significantly worse than the first two. James Bond is better if Q and Bond are two men on screening, and you headcanon all the women as doming Bond. You know, I, for a while, when I was changing my name legally to Claire, my middle name is Sinclair, and so I always joked that, like, oh, Claire Sinclair is like, what if the Bond villain was a woman and killed Bond?
It's really funny.
And then got the girl, which I think is a good movie.
That's a
idea.
great
That's
concept.
That's just my pitch.
Yeah.
What if the opening scene was the Bond villain murdering Bond?
It should be.
Claire Sinclair is a great name. Thank you. That's my middle name. My social insurance number is...
It's really hard to tell how much you're gonna roll.
Elias
when you-
Cornelius! That's so good! Elias, did you
amazing.
sell maps to the Hollow Knight? Thank you. That's the only joke I will make on your name. Just because I love Hollow Knight. To be clear, I love Cornelius and Hollow Knight. Is it just a trans thing to take half your middle name for the first one? You know, if I had a dime for every time, I'd have, or if I had a nickel, etc., etc. That joke, I fucked it up. Anyways, moving on.
I like thinking about when I was deciding what to change my name to, and I was like, I'm changing my middle name to. My first name was always gonna be Brianna. That's been the one for a long time, and both of my middle names were I was deciding exclusively based on what sounds like nice. Like there's no deeper meaning to either of the middle names because I was between Marie and Michelle, and ultimately well, I'm not gonna tell you what I went with Michelle. And I was between both of them, and both of them were literally just Brianna Marie sounds nice, Brianna Michelle sounds nice. So let's figure out which one to go with.
The temptation I had to do a middle name stitch, I mean, yeah. Okay, I usually don't see my name in places, and I literally read it in 3 different required readings this week alone. Wild. Like the Elias part? Because you're the first Elias I've ever heard of. The OG. Elias.
Elias.
I already said the Elias. Sorry, I made another joke about your name.
You literally said
which
you'd
is a
only
great
do one,
name.
Claire.
I would only do one. I'm a liar and a fraud.
Well, we knew that.
Cornelius in all 3. But yeah, that's true. I only see my name in very obvious places. That's fair.
Yeah, I feel like I know
Fair
exactly
enough.
where you might see your name, Fenrir.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. I've never seen Elias anywhere else. There you go. You know, I very rarely, if ever, saw Claire without an E, except for like now there is Claire Obscure, which now I finally have a reference to tell people how to spell my name. Because usually people would put the E on it.
Why did you decide to not go with the E?
Because I mean, why? Most of it was because my name was Sinclair.
That's fair.
And like, part of it was like I wanted a name that still felt connected to my family. Like, you know, family is a fraught topic and whatnot, but it was like a nice. Like, I actually always kind of liked the name Claire, and I remember having a conversation with someone at the time being like, oh, I can't choose the name Claire because there's another person in this club named Claire, which the person said, why not? Two people can have the same name, and I went, you're right.
It's genius.
So anyways, it's genius. I mean, it's one of those like silly things that it's like,
oh,
I'd just be stealing their name, but it's like people have the same name. It's fine.
People have the same name all the time. I know of many Briannas, and they all spell it wrong, and it's stupid, but I let them do it. Oh, Kira's cooking equipment. I got his stuff.
Hey.
Hey. And I get a shortcut now. Yay. Actually, I should go activate that one so I can use that shortcut.
I like the idea of Fenrir, which is when someone is more Fen than Fen.
Fenrir. Fenrir.
It's like the Bluer J, but they're the Fen.
The Bluer J, the Bluer J of Fenrirs. Fenrir, Frenchrier.
Frenchrier.
This is like Daniel, the cooler Daniel, to me.
What?
Is that not a reference, you know? Okay. There's like an image. There's like a great image of someone, and it's like a picture of a guy in like a yearbook, and it says Daniel, and then it's the same photo of him.
Oh, is this like
with
the
sunglasses
classic
on,
like nerd boy?
No, it just has sunglasses on, and it's called the cooler Daniel.
You might know this. Anyways. I gave myself a family name Cornelius in hopes it'd make my family more receptive to the name change. It didn't work, but it was a nice idea. I think part of that was the same, where it was like, well, if I choose like a name that like, Sinclair was also like my father's middle name, and so I was like, well, it's still connected. And I was thinking of like removing Sinclair, so I like didn't want to be like, well, I feel like a little bit of a hoarder where I'm like, it's my name, I want it, I want to keep it. I need all the names. Yeah, easy.
Yeah, I stole my name from my family. My parents, if I'd been assigned female at birth, my parents would have named me Brianna, and I took it without telling them, and they were not happy. And
Good.
Then they came around.
That you took it.
They were not happy that like I didn't ask them if I could.
Like you need permission.
Yeah, White liberal families.
Also, Fen,
man.
amazing. Of course, your fucking signature's a pun. Of course it is. I tried a family name and then a normal last name, and neither were receptive, so I was like, fuck it, and fuck you. A friend suggested this at 2 a.m. once. It's my name now.
That's the lore? That's the Fenrir lore? That's amazing! That's so good! I really thought it was like, I've always had a deep connection with wolves or something, you know?
That is the lore, yep.
That's incredible. Forgot how this
I'm gonna be real, I never really thought about it that hard. And I'm glad I have the lore. I'm glad that I, now just have the lore without ever having to worry about it. Fenrir just fits. Fenrir
just fits.
You get a little bit Fenrir every day. Damn, that guy went plummeting.
Yeah. It's what he deserves.
We are sub 10 minutes. Just so you know. Okay. I think you could still go a little further.
Yeah, we can go a little further.
So you know. I really don't. My screen name is Okay Wolf because I don't have an affinity with wolves. I'm only sorta an okay wolf. That's really good.
See, but now because you're named Fenrir, I associate you with wolves. As
Yeah,
shown when
that's
I
fair.
assigned you Pokemon, a wolf Pokemon, at my birthday.
That's true, you did do that. That's true.
Do you feel that that makes that an inaccurate assignment, Fen?
I do think the legendary aspect of it
Yeah, just the
feels
idea
right,
of Fenrir
though.
showing up one day with a legendary wolf with a sword in its mouth.
Maybe like a
that does make sense.
Suicune would be more
Sure,
appropriate.
a Suicune. Though is a Suicune a wolf? Discuss.
Who is Suicune a wolf?
Discuss. That's what I'm saying. It's a big question.
I don't know. I feel like it gives me like giant cat energy, but also no.
The legendary beasts
Maybe
are
like
just.
a panther
I mean, here's the
or
thing.
dogs. They're the legendary dogs.
My Pokemon buddy was like, I picked the shield, not the sword for you. I can see the shield over the sword. That does make sense. That does actually make sense. Zamazenta, it does make sense. He's a leopard. Sure, Suicune's a leopard.
But they're called the legendary dogs.
No, they're called the legendary beasts. They're not. They're not called the legendary dogs, Claire.
Not called the legendary dogs?
They are
Where
called
did
the
I get
legendary
this from?
beasts.
I feel like they're
This
called
is
legendary dogs
no.
somewhere.
People often call them that, but they are
Got
not
it.
dogs. They are the legendary
Okay.
beasts.
Okay, this is a thing that I picked up from like
Yeah, you
Zeitgeist
picked this up
editing,
from
right?
Pokemon
Got it.
fans who you can never trust to know anything about Pokemon.
That's true. I did meet another person who plays Pokemon Go recently.
We're out there.
There's two of you.
There's at least two. More, even.
Raikou, a saber-toothed tiger, and Taze a lion. That, I believe, hands down. That makes full sense to me. Like, I
I've
think about
always-
it for 0.5 seconds, and I'm like, yeah, obviously.
I've always thought of them as occupying the weird cat-dog space of the evolutions, because I've always liked the theory that they, before they were resurrected, they were just Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon.
That makes sense. I think that's true, because they were part... There's a whole lore. Anyways.
I mean,
and he's
that's
a big puppy,
implied,
very
and
good
it's a
boy.
fan theory. That's not confirmed, but I do like it. I think it's interesting.
I would love a Johto remake. God damn, I would love a Johto remake.
Like a good one.
Like a
Don't
good
just
one.
say any remake. I've been replaying Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl because I've been shiny hunting in it, and man, you don't want any remake. You want a good one. All right.
Fair enough.
Why don't we take a break and we'll come
We'll
back.
take a little break.
All right.
All right, sounds good.
Sounds good.
Be right back.